The Matrix presents a world that is an illusion, a holographic projection designed to keep human minds trapped within an artificial system. The agents are the enforcers of this illusion, ensuring that those who question the systems are neutralized and that the stimulation remains intact. But what if the Matrix is more than just a movie? What if we too live in a holographic universe where unseen forces act as agents of our reality, maintain control, and prevent disruption? According to Gnostic cosmology, these enforcers are known as the Archons, entities that rule over the material world, ensuring that the illusion remains unbroken and that consciousness remains trapped within the cycles of reincarnation, ignorance, and control. In Gnostic teachings, the physical world was not created by a benevolent God, but by the demiurge, a false god who shaped this reality as a prison for divine consciousness. The Archons are his enforcers, just like the agents in the Matrix. Their purpose is to keep the holographic system running, ensuring that souls remain trapped in endless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. But the system is not perfect. It has glitches, moments when divine consciousness breaks through the illusion. When someone wakes up to the truth, when they begin to see beyond the veil, the Archons work to fix the problem. They do this by distorting knowledge, rewriting history, and introducing new belief systems that reabsorb the weakened mind back into the system. One of the greatest glitches in the Matrix is the arrival of the Messiah, a being who awakens to the truth and attempts to guide others to liberation. But because the system is cyclical, this is not a one-time event. Time is an infinite loop, and then the same archetypal figures must appear again and again, playing out similar roles in different ages. Every cycle produces a Messiah archetype, an Isis archetype, a destroyer, a survivor, and other recurring figures. This is why so many mythological and religious stories echo each other. The same consciousness is re-entering the system, playing out the role once more. The Archons recognize this and attempt to neutralize these disruptions by either eliminating these figures through persecution or historical erasure, or by co-opting them, turning their teachings into new religions that ultimately reinforce the Matrix instead of breaking it. If the Matrix is a controlled system, then it stands to reason that some objects, texts, and concepts were not born within but inserted into the Matrix. These are what were called djinn items, things that originated outside of the cycles but are placed within to influence or disrupt the program. The Bible and Gnostic texts, for example, could be djinn items, a text that was inserted into history not just as a religious document, but as a coded transmission containing information about the cycles of time. The stories of Christ and Isis may also be djinn phenomenon, designed to echo across different ages to provide a map for those who seek to break free. These insertions recognize that time is not linear but cyclical. The past is the future and the future is the present. Those who wrote those texts may have understood that the same archetypal events would repeat, so they left behind fragmented knowledge that could be pieced together across cycles. To maintain control, the Archons must erase or distort knowledge that could lead to liberation. This is why history is rewritten, books are burned, and wisdom traditions are fragmented. By breaking apart the full picture, they prevent humanity from seeing the repeating cycle and recognizing the recurring archetypes. But because time loops, the knowledge is never truly lost. It reemerges in different forms, in different stories. When we study myths, structures, and ancient texts as a whole, we begin to see a same pattern, the same figures, the same struggles for awakening playing across history. Esoteric knowledge has always been about decoding fragmented wisdom. What we are doing today is no different from what the ancients did, piecing together remnants of consciousness from those who came before us. The Archons have worked to fragment history, to divide knowledge into scattered pieces, but by reconnecting these pieces, we can reconstruct the greater truth. In this sense, the story of Isis serves as a powerful symbol. Isis had to resemble the broken body of Osiris, just as we must resemble lost knowledge. Osiris represents the logical mind, the masculine force of order and structure. But over time, this aspect of consciousness has been shattered. Our ability to think clearly, to see the whole picture, has been systematically dismantled. This is why subconscious mind becomes so important. If our logical mind, which is Osiris, has been fragmented, we must use our intuitive, feminine aspect of our consciousness, Isis, to tap into the hidden layers of wisdom. The subconscious mind is not bound by the linear limitations of logic. It can access the full spectrum of knowledge, pulling together the missing pieces to restore the complete picture. The key to escaping the cycle is to tap into zero-point energy, the infinite potential that exists beyond the illusion of time. By connecting with this energy, we gain access to the full spectrum of knowledge across all cycles. If we recognize that all these archetypes are aspects of one story, we can reconstruct what has been erased. If history is fragmented, we can look at parallel stories and find the missing pieces. And if we see that the same souls are reincarnating across cycles, we can begin to understand our role in the system and how to finally break free. The Archons may control the hologram, but they do not control consciousness itself. The moment we awaken to the illusion, we reclaim our power as creators, not prisoners of reality. This is Makalasi. Thanks for listening. Peace.